Boom, boom. What's up, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James Yan, comedian extraordinaire. And I'm happy you guys are here because we a nightcap of comedy. That's right. Get you through that night. If you're working overnights, man, and you're just going home right now, let's give you some laughs. But we have to walk in the house and you see that damn kids and your wife you don't want to really talk to. Good. Just stay extra 5 minutes in the in the driveway. Just listen to Real Laughs.
Just
And
sit
let
in
us make
7-Eleven,
you
tell
laugh.
you how to get a big gulp.
There you go. That voice you're hearing right now, this is Jeff Batman Kaufman, who is from our original sponsors. That's right, of Real Laughs, man. I'm talking about Kaufman and Lynn. They are your official personal injury lawyers. They've been winning and representing the good people of Orlando for over 20 years. And I said winning people. That's right. That's important. Winning for all the peoples.
All the people, yo.
Yeah,
Tiger
They
blood.
they
That's what
they
we
they the 90 Bulls, baby.
Nice.
I'm waiting for the documentary to come out, B.
30 for 30.
30 for 30. Kaufman and Lynn, 30 for 30, son.
That one voice that comes on, it was 1983. Kaufman.
Kaufman, a little Jewish kid from Miami, decided to go to the military.
Right. That other voice you're hearing is none other than Mr. Ken Miller, the man with 1,000 names. So today, that name is headliner number 4.
What up, baby? Headliner number 4, baby, aka Bag of Vance, aka Mr. Leap Year, aka Fix Your Internet, aka I have never been to a Diddy party. Ever. I done danced to Diddy. I done danced to Puffy. But I ain't never been to a party.
But I do own 1,000 bottles of lube.
Hey, dog.
I chafe easy.
Hey, Jay, the best concert I've ever been to in my life is the Bad Boy Reunion.
You told me that. You said
it's hands down the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
Gotcha.
And I'm talking to my homies because once this stuff happens, it's the whole are we canceling? Are we canceling? Are we canceling? Are we canceling these people? I said, Diddy and R. Kelly is half my childhood.
Yes.
So was Cosby. You're 0 for 3.
Bro.
Dude,
yes.
Cosby was my father.
There you go.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? Think about
you forgot.
Hey, Jeff, you ain't even got to think about who they wrote for, who they produced, You're talking about 50% of R&B and hip hop in the early mid-90s.
Yes. It's gone.
Now you know why every artist was grabbing their junk. They were just keeping it safe.
Bro, it's man. I haven't thought of that in that way since you just
said
it.
Insane the amount of music that Puff, because I still call him Puff. The amount of music that Puff put out, the amount of music that just the other day I got Pandora running and R. Kelly came on, and so I cut it off, and and I'm on Facebook scrolling. And I found this page. He was like, and the dude's like 8 songs that R. Kelly wrote for dudes, 8 songs R. Kelly wrote for female. And he went down the list. I'm like, I can't listen to nothing.
First, you don't know if that's right. I'm tired of these guys telling me things. There's always some dude in the corner trying to explain everything to me. And that's the same guys who always try to explain my own comic books to me. They're like, hey, when you wrote this, I know you were trying to mean. I'm going, what do you think I was trying to say?
No,
it just, you never know. Like songs like that Alanis Morissette song, they still think it's a guy from Full House.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, she's like, no,
I'm gonna keep that lie going.
Me too. I tell it every year. It's like Christmas.
But Jeff, do you cancel? Do you like when
those?
I used to. You know something? I used to because here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. The Michael Jackson case. I know a lot more about that than the general public, because I had some inroads on that.
Mm-hmm.
And
good way to put that.
It was bad. It was real bad. And in criminal courts, you're fine, but you don't pay $25 million unless they've got you. He paid $25 million for the Beatles catalog, and he paid this kid, one kid, $25 million to go away.
25.
I mean, you play that the way you want to play it. But it wasn't only that. It was the law. It was what they found in his safe. It was stuff like that just, and it wasn't until recently that I started listening to Michael Jackson again. because I
Really?
See,
realized,
I never canceled Michael. Mike never got canceled
because he
never
wasn't
canceled.
found guilty.
Yeah, he was fine. And honestly, man, I do. If R. Kelly come on, I let it play. I'm not even going.
But I'm over it. I'm over it.
Bro,
I'm not
I'm
even
over
stop.
it.
So what you want me to do? You want me to be at the black barbecue and not step in the name of love? That's what you want me to do?
Dog.
You want me not
Hey
to do
man,
that?
hey
What you want me to
man.
do?
More money, more problems came on the radio the day Diddy
Mm,
got arrested.
mm.
It was like the radio station's like, hey man, P. Diddy just been arrested. Come on, man. Like, what? Wait a minute. Did you just play the More Money, More Problems song?
You want me to go to the barber shop and not hear all about the Benjamins? Y'all
No.
don't
We
y'all
don't
want me
we
to do
don't we
that?
don't cancel music people anymore. We don't
Nah,
kick them off the
nah,
radio. We don't end
no,
their music. And
no.
every time they try to do it,
It don't
we
work
rebel and say we're going to listen to it anyway.
anyway. Yeah, because we
You know,
separate the artist from the crime. We
I
just
mean, my
don't.
problem was my issue was the person I canceled the most in my life was Mel Gibson. I
I
cut
get
him
that.
loose
I get that.
and that was hard for me. And then I realized, hold on, alcoholics have, I learned more about alcohol and addiction than I could
Mhm.
possibly ever want in the last couple of years. And I watched suicide, I watched everything else like that. When Mel gets pulled over drunk out of his mind, he blames the Jews for it. That was a weird thing
crazy.
for me.
That
I was
was
like, hold on.
wild.
The Jews the Jews arrested me. I'm like, what do we have to do with you?
Yeah, he
But
told him. He told him, yeah, them damn kites. It's their
yeah, the kites did it. Yeah.
The kites. Hey,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be offended if you called me that because
Dude,
that the word is so old.
Was
I'm
Jeff?
like, going,
Jeff wasn't on the show with us, was he?
No, when Josh Wolf
So
told
we
us
had
this,
Josh Wolf on, and he told us that these white dudes came up to him after the show while he was selling merch and called him a kite.
he was like, "That's."
hey, they
he was
paid
like,
for the show, right?
and they paid for
to
the
watch
show.
him.
And
Yeah,
he said, so he said, I wasn't even mad because they probably been saying this racial slur wrong.
Oh
Somebody
my
come up to me
God,
and call me a
I
knitter.
gotta be straight. I'm over it.
that's funny.
I'm over it all. When people say weird, I'd say the last year, the most offensive things have been said to me. And I go, you know what? It's a stupidity thing. You ain't
I can't
mad
fix
at me.
you.
I didn't do anything to you. I'm not
No.
fixing you. So why would I give you 10 seconds of my life?
Mhm.
And I don't.
Hey,
I let it go.
I'm with you on that, man. I had to look it up, James. So R. Kelly is 780 million streams total. He gets 5.2 million listeners each month. So people
Wow.
still listening.
Yes, he's at every occasion that we have: family reunion, funeral, renewing your vows at your house, cookout. Man,
What do
he's
you think
everywhere.
is the most streamed R. Kelly song?
All white parties. All white
Okay.
parties. Think about it.
Ignition. Ignition is the most streamed R. Kelly. I thought it was gonna Believe I Can Fly.
Oh, I thought. Oh, you were asking me what song?
Yeah, what
I thought
song is the
I thought you
most?
saying
Yeah.
where do we listen to him the
No.
most? I was
What
gonna say
song is
all
the
white
most
parties.
streamed R. Kelly song? Is Ignition.
Ignition's a bop though.
But
bro.
do we do this anymore? If somebody says something, do we automatically go, all right, I'm not watching his movies anymore. I'm not listening to his music.
I don't.
No.
I think it's. I don't know who the comedian was talking about the canceling. I think it's a select people. I think it might have been Wanda Sykes on Kevin Hart's podcast talking about canceling. And I could be wrong. I might have somebody else. It could be somebody else. That your true fans don't cancel you.
They don't.
The people who cancel you are people who don't even listen to you.
Yeah, you're right.
Come
Well,
on,
the
think
people
about it.
there are people who are surprised. There are people who
Yeah,
didn't know it. What?
But most of those cats don't like. Look at Louis C.K. Louis C.K. did that whole thing, and a club in Tampa after a few months booked them, and them shows sold out in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I was thinking,
out.
would you, if Cosby played Orlando? Look at all of us. We going. We can't even look at each other.
Hey man, I'm already in the DM. Like, you need a feature.
Look at you, James. To see,
damn, man.
Here's the problem. He was so good.
Yeah,
he's so good.
No, Cosby was great.
Yeah,
ooh, 3-hour clean show.
Yeah,
3 hours,
and made you laugh.
That's the only thing to turn me away. Ugh, clean comedy.
But how do you do 3 hours of clean comedy?
I can't say that. There's two guys that I can think of who do clean comedy, and I grew up with them.
But
and
3
they
hours?
made me laugh. One, Cosby. Two, Sinbad. Yeah, Every year I would watch Sinbad's HBO special and die laughing, bro.
We lost both of them now.
Sinbad cheat on his wife. So
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Okay, you
Well,
know
he ain't
what?
cheating on anybody right
Wow.
now, man. It's sad.
No, yeah. God bless him.
he said
Thoughts
it
and
in the
prayers.
he said it in the video
Did he
when he
really?
was in the wheelchair. He was like, "Man, all the bad things I done in this woman, I can't believe she ain't pushing me down the stairs."
Wow.
And everybody was like, "Yo, he's still fun. He still
Yo,
got it."
he's still Sinbad.
I'm upset I can't go see him. I
Yeah.
admit that.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of comedians that I've seen. And think of it. Name a comedian now that you haven't seen that you need to see. That's tough, man.
One. No, two. I'm a Bill Burr fan. I would love to see Bill Burr in person. I would love to see Bill Burr.
I think I've seen everybody I want to see.
I
That's
ain't
not
seen-
a comic right now that I'm like, I gotta see this.
Bro.
I've seen everybody I want to see.
For me, I saw Chappelle. So that
Yeah.
you know what I mean? For me, that was
Dude,
Yeah,
Chappelle,
I saw he was okay. From where I was sitting, I was a little too far from
bro,
him.
he was
Yo,
high-fiving
pick
Chappelle.
this-
That's how
yo,
close he
pick-
was to him.
pick him out this room. He
I
was
know.
okay.
He was right there.
No, I was
Bro.
joking because he was on top of me. He
Yeah,
like
he
leaned over and
was.
was like looking at me going, he blew smoke in my face.
He
Ooh,
talked to Jeff. He
all
talked
right.
to Jeff.
Yeah, he was
man.
on top of you, did he?
Yeah.
You're damn right.
Hey, Jeff, the money I paid, yeah, dog,
Yeah.
come on over
Bro.
He sat on my lap. He turned around the whole
Bro.
time. He was spinning on my lap when he was looking at
That's
everybody.
funny.
James, I had to think, yeah, dude. In 1 month, I saw Chris Rock, Kevin
Go.
Hart, Martin, Dave Chappelle, Earthquake.
Damn.
In 1 month.
Damn. Yeah.
In
That's a lot.
1 month,
That's a
bro, I
lot,
saw
bro.
5 of them in 1 month, and Earthquake blew all of them out the water.
We keep talking about it, man. And
Every last one of them out the water.
and every one of those comedians will tell you Earthquake is the man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm really thinking about, as I'm going down my list, I can't think of anybody that I want to see that bad, Jeff. Like I really can't. I feel like I've seen everybody I wanted to see.
I've never seen Kevin. I've never seen Kevin, and I would like to do that because I think
I don't know if I want to see
just
new
what he's-
Kevin.
but I want to see intimate Kevin. I don't want to go.
I don't
to
want
arena.
yeah, me neither.
I don't
Yeah,
want that.
Arena
No.
Kevin it was just not good. It
Mm-mm.
just was
You're
not.
not. You're not a part of the
good.
show at that
Yeah,
point.
it was not
No.
good at all.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I had the fortune with Chappelle that I was so close to him, it felt intimate.
But I will say this about Chappelle: he's a different beast because I was thinking to myself, how is it going to be to see him in a big arena
In the
like
round, he slowly turned around and faced his back was facing you at times.
That dude knows
Are you
how to play a
kidding me?
room.
Yeah,
Ken. That
it's
size.
just good,
He's
bro.
just great. He's just great at executing a comedy show. He
Hey,
don't rush through it. He don't
he
get
just
loud.
take his time.
Take his time and tell jokes.
I'm
He
gonna tell you
writes
right now,
jokes.
bro. Go watch Dion Cole's new special.
I like
It just-
Deion Cole,
It just came out, and because he just dropped one last year,
and it was funny. Last year's was funny, man.
He's
from
a
Chicago.
one-liner. He's a one-liner. It's
Mhm.
just like bop, and he's no energy. He just stands there, and it's just like bop.
And not everybody can do that.
Bop.
Who is
Can we
that?
say
Who's that
that?
dude? James and I was talking about the comedian. He plays he's the clown dude.
The
You know what I'm
clown
talking about?
at Thor's funniest.
Oh,
Mr.
Winston Pickles.
Winston Pickles. There you go,
Winston Pickles, he says the roughest things I have ever heard a comedian say.
bro.
And James and I were judging,
He-
and we were in the back, and it
and I
was
was like,
hurting
"That's
us.
funny."
It was so
Dirty.
ridiculously
and-
dirty and smart and everything, but we know it's not going to buy to a whole audience.
No,
Yeah,
but for comedians, we were dying.
Yeah,
Dying. I was like,
he's that. Once he gets his audience, they're
He's
coming to see.
That's
It's like
what I said.
it's like Pretty Paul Parsons.
Parsons. Amen.
Pretty Paul Parsons was like that, Jeff. He played Dirty Santa Claus in Tappa Side Splitters. Dirty, just disgusting.
Dirty. Mhm.
But you came to see Pretty Paul Parsons' dirty set. You didn't
But he
come
was-
to see him do nothing clean. But, and he
I
was
want you to know
funny.
something. I would
But he
pay.
was funny.
I would go to see this guy do 25.
I would, man. He just needs
The
to find
jokes
his
are
own-
just so
He needs to find his
ridiculously
audience.
brutal that
Yeah.
for a comedian, I just sat there and I was just sitting there stunned. And the reason why I can't, he doesn't think about the audience. He's only thinking about the jokes, which is cool.
Yeah.
But
He's
we were
being true to him. Yeah.
you and I, James, we were admitting we were looking at each other. I think I hit James once. I think I kissed James on the mouth that night. 'Cause it was-
The Diddy party done changed, Jeff.
Hey,
It done changed my dog, bro.
and then Michelle smacked me, and I had to remember where I
Yeah.
was.
On that note, we'll be right back. We're going to take a break while I explain to Jeff boundaries. We'll be right back right here on Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. Back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John. I am joined in virtual studio with Jeff Batman Kaufman and headliner number 4, aka Ken Miller. Got to remind you guys, we're your nightcap of comedy. Also, got to remind you to please follow us on social media. I need you guys to go to Facebook. I need you to go to Instagram, follow us. I need you to go to that YouTube. I need you guys to like, subscribe, and comment so we can keep this train going for another 8 years. Now, Ken, you had something you wanted to drop on the people tonight, man. Go ahead and let it loose.
Yeah, man. I'm usually at work, man, and when I take my bathroom break, I get to scrolling. You know
Yes,
how we
sir.
do,
Yes,
scrolling.
sir.
And I came across this story, and Jeff, this would be good for you because you are the owner of your business and you do the hiring, firing, all that good stuff. Have you seen the story of the girl who went to the job interview in shorts?
Oh, this is a good
Yeah.
one. This is a
So
good
she
one.
goes to the job interview in shorts, and the recruiter is nice. The recruiter's like, "Hey, go change, and you can come back." The girl was like, "Nah." She said, "Well, we can make your appointment tomorrow, but that's inappropriate to wear." And the girl the TikTok video got like 50 million views. Like,
It sure
it's
does.
stupid. It's
Yes,
stupid views,
sure
right?
does.
And most of the people in there are like, "What are you talking about?" Like, nobody's in there like, "Girl, do your thing." No,
No,
everybody in the interview is everybody in the comments like, "No, you can't wear shorts to an interview." Like,
See, but there's
so
a mistake. But here's the mistake.
talk to him.
Okay, I can't fix you. That's
What do
weird.
you mean?
What's that line? I can't cure stupid. If you show up like that, you basically told me thank you because I know you're not responsible enough to work for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So the last thing I'm going to do is go, hey, do me a favor. Since you're an idiot today, go home and maybe you won't be an idiot tomorrow. I'm not hiring you. You've already let me know you aren't responsible enough to do whatever job I'm handing you. You can't follow the basic instruction of showing up and looking like a normal human being. So why would I send you home?
Here's the thing that it struck me, and I agree with you, Jeff. If you don't like them telling you what to wear on your interview, what are you going to be like when they tell you what to wear at your job? If I give it to
you know
you,
what that conversation is like? And I've had to have it with people. I had this one girl who used to sit there and she had the let's just say the top was open at all times.
Yeah.
And she'd sit there and she'd unconsciously like roll her fingers across her,
Yes.
breastfeeding materials.
Yes.
And I'm sitting there at the time. How is anybody not telling you not to do this?
Because
so anytime she walked in my office, that door was wide open.
Ooh.
And I finally had to tell one of the women manager. I said, listen, you got to have a conversation with her. I can't have it.
Not me. I need you.
And people they do get offended. So I realize I can't win these conversations.
Yeah.
If I can't win it, then I gotta go. It's like people come up to me about comic books and they send me their comic book and it's awful. I mean, it's awful. They're always awful. So if you're listening to me right now and you sent me something in the last year, I was being nice to you. It's awful. And if I tell them it's awful, they lose their mind.
Wait a minute. Wait, you just told them, Jeff. If you
I did. I did. Don't send me your books because I want you to know something. Your books were good. You wouldn't be sending them to me.
Oh wow.
You'd be working for Marvel and DC.
Damn, bro. Okay.
But that's the hard thing. But it's like people tell you about comedy. They come up to you and they don't really want your opinion. They want you to tell them they're great. They don't want you. Like when you guys tell me, like Ross, when I got done with my set, Ross goes, you know, it'd be cool if you ended the set with this. And I shut up and I listened to what he had to say because he's a smart writer. Yes. And if he was willing to give me something and he gave me something and it was too smart, it was an issue that Jacob would suddenly say something about the Magna Carta or something like that with 3 fifths and everything. I said, yeah, the problem is only 10% of the audience would get that joke. I said, how do you make it more accessible to the rest of the audience? And we sat there and talked about it for a second. But, you can't tell people now how to fix themselves unless they make it clear to you that they want this kind of feedback. So don't take the risk. So this owner made that I would have done the full interview. I said, yeah, thank you very much. And I let them walk out. And guess what? I wouldn't call you back. It's not my job to tell you why you screwed up this interview.
But I'm just trying to put myself in her shoes. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to it looked like a professional job interview, like it was gonna be an office
Yeah,
setting.
yeah. It's like you
Why
weren't
would
going
I
to Chipotle. You weren't
wear
going to Chipotle. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying? You weren't going to Chipotle. Right. Yeah.
Like, why would I wear shorts? Like I just couldn't
I,
get it.
James, I really think it's just these kids now that they feel like I ain't got to do what my parents did. I can do what I want to do,
It's just
and
that
I
natural
want.
rebellion. Got
I
it.
just think it is what it is because it's funny because
It's not. It's a screwed up person.
it's
We sound like old white guys sitting around talking about how the times are different.
Jeff, you're an old white guy. Like, what are we talking about?
You think so, but I wear some good shoes, man.
Then you still old, and you still white.
I want you to know somebody looked at the picture of us and they said, man, these guys older than you. I said, no.
Yeah, whatever, honky. But look,
Yeah. Jew don't jack. That's what I'm saying. No?
Now what I'm laughing at is because at my job, we have no dress code. There's no dress code in my job. Now, when you come for the interview, you're dressed up. You're
right.
dressed up. But at my job, dude, like today, I had some sweatpants on, this shirt that I wore to bed.
Well, they told you can then.
Yeah, they told me, hey, once you get hired on, wear what you want to wear. We don't police that. But for the interview, come on, man. Like, but she was like in the mirror, like, look, this is what I got on. This ain't bad. Everybody's like, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Like, it's people who dress up to go to a McDonald's interview.
Yes.
The only interview I've ever told somebody that they did something wrong in was because I had faith in the person and I wanted that person to be solid.
Gotcha.
She said to me, she was talking like this the whole time. She was like, "Yeah, Jeff, she had this soft voice." I said, "She's an attorney. She's going to show in a courtroom." I said, "Listen, everything looks great about you. You're a good person, but I got to tell you, you got to speak up. I got to hear you."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then I lit her up, and then she yelled at me.
And
I was going, "That's what I wanted."
Okay.
You ready to come to work?
Okay.
And that's the only time I ever tried to fix somebody. It's because I so badly believed in who they were. And I thought if I could fix this area, then I would have a fantastic attorney. And I did. I wound up having this fantastic attorney. She owns her own firm down in Miami now. Ridiculous person. But other than that, don't do it. It's not your job to fix people. If they work for you, you can learn how to make them better. But if they walk in the interview and they're doing dumb stuff, they show up 10 minutes late, whatever, they don't have the job. What I do now is I do Zoom meetings with them first before they come in. And I let somebody else do it. And then I go, hey, what'd their background look like?
Got you.
And they go, what do you mean? I said, well, this was their first appearance with us. Did they look like they were dressed? What was their background? Blah, blah, blah. And, a lot of them, were they on time?
Bro, come on. That is one of my biggest pet peeves with anybody at a job, man. Even if I'm working, like, look, I'm not going to be the imperfect employee. I'm not going to tell you that. But bro, when a person's continuously late all the time for work, that annoys the hell out of me. Because
if they're late for the interview, you can't expect them to be on time for work.
True. Yeah. True that.
But I'm hiring somebody right now for a project manager position. It's a cool job. I'm excited about it, and I'm reading through these resumes. And I'm going, I don't know. This one seems okay. And then the person, you're watching the videos of them and you're going, and it's tough. It's tough to find people who you want to make part of your family.
Really?
Are they black?
Some are.
Yeah.
Damn. I'd love to improve my demographics.
Yeah,
there you go.
You ain't no black people in your office.
We had them. They went to John Morgan's office, though.
That's
my
funny.
fault.
I was gonna say that, but I'll let you say
it. It's funny, Jeff, because go ahead, Ken.
That it ain't nothing but Spanish people working that office.
Yeah.
At the Buddy office. And all of
them
for real? All of them got
Yes.
that little lanyard on, walking out the office. And I was like, Jeff ain't got no black people in his office. I gotta talk to my friend.
So you telling me all the BVL work there? That's funny.
I want you to know I got an office full of Karens. That's all it is, man.
Say it again.
So everybody in his office live in BVL is what you're saying.
Yeah. I got women running my office, man. They don't.
You do.
They take care of business.
You do. They do.
Men don't work anymore. Men don't work. I would say the majority of people I had to let go were men. The women,
Okay.
they take their work serious, man.
Thank you for bringing that up because I got one of those questions too that I saw
Yeah.
online, Ken, and it's making its rounds on the internet. They asked a woman on this podcast. They said, "Hey, let's say you got a man. He's been with you for like 7 years. He pays all the bills, and let's say some circumstance happens where he's now out of a job. How long do you give him before you get upset because you
6
paying all the
months.
bills?"
I
Nope.
was going to say 6 months.
They
Hey,
said 1 month.
yeah.
Brother been paying all their bills for 7
Look here,
years,
man.
but he loses
If
his
he's
job.
looking for a job, if he's
No,
out there.
Hey,
but the woman said, "I give
I'm
him,
I'm gonna
him
speak from
1
experience
month."
of this because this
Talk
happened
about
to
it.
me. This
Talk
happened to
about it.
me.
Yeah.
After 18 years at my job, I got laid off. I said, I'm going to chase this comedy.
Yes.
At 6 months, I decided to go back to work
There you
because
go.
I didn't like the way I was living.
No.
Amen.
I didn't.
Amen.
She didn't have to
But
tell.
you say why? You know
as
why?
a man,
As a
Say it.
man. As
I
a
didn't
man.
Why
like
as
how
a man?
I didn't like how I was living, bro. I just
Okay.
didn't. I'm like,
You
yo,
just
I
said as a
can't-
man. Hold on,
as
but
a
you know
man.
the real reason behind it.
What is
Here's
it?
the
What?
difference, and I'm gonna say it, and I want you to know something. This is the reality. We were raised
Yeah.
to take care
Yes.
of the people in our
Yes.
house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Now that
sir.
got about 30 years ago, the swap happened where men were told, hey, listen, you don't have to take care of me. I could take care of myself. And the minute a man in his head goes, well, then I don't have to be responsible for the people in my house, then they don't care.
That's
Yeah.
different.
See,
Yeah.
everything. I wake up every day. Every day I have a. If I don't want to go to work, if I feel bad, if something goes wrong, I say I got to take care of my son,
Amen.
my family.
Yes.
I got to be there for them.
Hey,
But
sick,
I was raised that way.
sick, hungover, mad, sad.
Your ass
depressed.
is showing up.
I'm at work.
Yep,
bro.
I'm at work to the point where my wife would tell you. She said she always calls it. She calls it my bounce back game. She said your bounce back game is crazy. You can get drunk and then get up and be like, all right, I gotta go to work.
Because we were taught when
We
we were
have
growing
to.
up, my mama didn't allow us to call in sick for anything.
Dog,
Bro,
I never get, bro. I was sick.
man.
I got sick on a Friday. Now I work Sunday through Wednesday. I got sick on a Friday. I'm popping pills. I'm taking soup and everything. Saturday, I'm still on that cuss of it. Sunday, I was like, all right, babe, I'm going to the office. She's like, what? I said, yeah, I'm good. She said, your bounce back game is crazy. I said, I gotta go to work.
We were programmed from a young age. We go to work,
bro.
But here's the deal. This is why, and I talk to women all the time about this. I said, listen, there's a give and take with this. You know why women are better employees now?
Why?
Because they're responsible for their kids.
Damn.
Because in their heads, they're going, listen, I got to take care of my kids, which is how most men used to feel.
Yeah.
Now they don't feel that way anymore. That's why they're just sitting there playing video games. They don't care about this. They have six women.
I judge you as a man if your woman work and you don't work and you sit at home because you refuse to. I judge you.
And the crazy thing is, James, I'm a sucker because I don't make my kids do that.
What you mean?
My kids be like, Dad, my stomach hurt. All right, just stay home. I got a headache. All right, man, you ain't got to go to school. My mama, hey, I got a stomach. Hey, my mama, like, hey, my stomach hurt. Well, leave your stomach here and take your ass to school.
You know what you got?
You don't need your head for school.
Ken, you know what you got?
What you got?
You got poor rich kids.
Hey, man, that's what it is.
You
got poor rich kids. That's like every rich parent, because I don't want my kid to have to suffer like I did. You're where you're at because you had to suffer, you idiot.
My kids upper middle class, baby. They ain't got to go to school. I got the Menendez twins, baby.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, on that note, we'll be right back here on Real Radio 104.1. God dang it. All right.
They got the documentary on Hulu.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, hey, come back with that. I want to talk about that.
Okay. We're coming back right at 1:26:45. Pop it in here real quick.
Do me a favor before you get back on. Somebody Google the basketball playing card where the Menendez are on the rookie card. They were sitting in front row.
Stop it.
They were sitting courtside, and it's on a baseball card.
Let me know when you find it, Ken.
I got it.
Coming back here.
Mark Jackson.
The Mark Jackson card. What year was it?
It was. It doesn't say the 1990. James, I'm
And
gonna send it to you.
Tops. What was it?
Yeah, it's yep, Tops.
Okay, good. All right.
All right, here we go. Coming back at 1:27:30. We got a couple seconds. Man, good shows today, man. Shit. We know what we're doing.
We didn't even talk about Miguel's boobies either.
We didn't. That's so funny. Welcome back, everybody. You are still listening to Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John, joined in virtual studio with Jeff Batman Kaufman and headliner number 4, who looks a lot like Ken Miller, the godfather of Orlando comedy. Now, before our break, Ken had made mention of the Menendez brothers. Now, they are infamous. That's right. And Ken, you said you got something on the Menendez brothers you want to share with us?
Yeah, man. So they have a new like a movie on Hulu.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you noticed, Hulu has been doing these movies about like celebrities. Like they got Aaron Hernandez,
crime dramas,
Aaron
murder
Hernandez,
porn.
the Menendez brothers. And what's crazy, I just sent you the picture,
Clippers owner too. Yeah,
the Clippers owner. I just sent you the picture too. Because Jeff was telling us there's a rookie card with the Menendez brothers, and it's I got to get back to it.
Wow,
it's Mark Jackson, Mark Jackson actually won Rookie of the Year that year. It's Mark Jackson playing for the New York Knicks, and in the back you can see the Menendez brothers
sitting courtside.
Yeah,
they were abused. My dad abused me with not getting paid for my drinks at the courtside.
But dog, what's crazy is we are fascinated with murder in this country.
Murder porn,
we
man.
are.
We are, and I'm one of them. I can't even.
You love true crime.
I love true crime. We are fascinated by it, and I've said this a lot. I've said this a lot because 60s and 70s was like the time for serial killers, and I think my fascination is the why. That's
because
my fascination.
It was easier to get away with it.
It's not even now. My fascination with the murder and is like what because. You've had issues like with somebody where you want to fight, but I've never been to the point where like I'll kill this mother. You know what I'm saying?
Psychotic. You can't get away. There were always serial killers though. They've existed forever, but it's harder to get away with it now. That's the problem.
Bro. That's I think, but we got a whole channel, the ID channel. We have a whole 24/7
that does well.
channel.
Yes,
48 hours, 2020.
Bro, Snap is on his 30th season.
That's
30 seasons of women killing their husbands or boyfriends.
Law and Order Special Victims Unit. They weren't happy enough just having Law and Order. They want to go. We're going to get worse victims.
By the way, season premiere is Diddy.
No.
SVU season premiere, 2-hour season premiere is going to be about because they ripped from the headline,
like a Diddy guy, but not Diddy.
Yeah, they rip from the headline.
The headline. So that's called lazy writing. That's what it is.
Yeah. But
that's called I want to get ratings. Yeah, because people gonna tune in. Yeah.
So you got the Menendez brothers. You got Aaron Hernandez. Netflix got something on Steve McNair, the quarterback who got murdered by his girlfriend.
Yeah.
This country is in love with murder, bro.
We are
in love. But when did that start?
I think it's
always been that way. Think of kidnappings. It's been around forever. Like the Lindbergh baby. Every time somebody dies in a weird way, OJ. I mean, come on. We OJ, people watched that trial for a whole year.
You did.
And that was the 90s. So this ain't new to us. We are fascinated by murder.
I think what we're fascinated by, what I think interests people is the why, the psychology of why would a person do
it really is. I'm James. I'm the same way. It's the why. It's like the one guy who's supposed to be the most prolific serial killer in American history is a black dude who's killed over 100 people supposedly, right? Because some of them they caught him with, the rest of them, they're putting on him.
Yeah.
Like, what's your mind state that you kill 100 people?
You hate everybody.
That's insane to me, dog.
What went wrong in your life that you did that?
I think that's the part that I'm sitting there watching. Or like when you watch a Dateline and 2 kids kill one of their best friends, and you're like,
"Yeah, that's weird." When I see those things, when you're like, "That was your best friend,"
bro. I got a cousin in jail right now for murder. She killed somebody. It was a drug thing. She was a drug queen paying in Greensboro, big cocaine dealer. I had a brother went to jail for homicide. Somebody robbed my cousin, so my brother went and shot him. My father did 8 years in prison. I just found out about it when he died.
Not shit.
I did not even know. My father shot and killed some kid, manslaughter, did 8 years in prison. I did not know that until my father died.
Wow, bro.
And in
Wow.
my head, I'm
Man,
like,
them McAdoos are wild, man.
bro, they wild, son. But in my head,
Bro.
like, what makes you, like, my cousin
Now
Chevelle,
our listeners hate me for saying this because he always says this stuff. I did criminal defense
Jeff, you're the
a
law.
long time.
Yeah, you're the law.
Yeah.
You're supposed
And
to say
I'm going to tell you what causes people to kill people on a prolific. They aren't raised. It's not a DNA issue. It's not a experience issue. It's a DNA issue. When you see evil, you know what it looks like, and it's not like, oh, my mother was killed in front of me.
No, you see.
These are some dark. I met this kid. He was 8 years old. He was the incarnate of evil. I looked in his eyes. There was nothing there.
Looking back at you.
And his parents were great. They were fantastic. Sometimes you are born with the devil inside you. Damn. And that's just the way that works. And when you see evil, you know it's not this tough guy on the street with a gun and everything else trying to take what you have. No, that's survival. I'm talking somebody who loves watching somebody suffer. And that's not, hey, my mother beat me as a kid. It's inside you. And when you see evil like this, and I've seen it about 3 times, and you know it, the judge knows it, the defense attorney knows it, the state knows it. Everybody knows when they're dealing with a certain kid like this. And they try to stick him in an institution. They try to throw him away because they never want this kid to see the light of day. So when you're talking about Menendez, these guys were just spoiled jerks who didn't want jobs. These are just throwaway garbage people. These aren't evil people. The serial killers you're talking about that revel and watch people suffer.
That's different.
That's biblical, dude.
Yeah, that's
right. And I'm Jewish, so I'm just telling you, that's some exorcist kind of stuff going on there. You got to get one of these people, and it ain't coming out.
That's like a black dude telling you the KKK got some good points.
Yeah.
They did have a point there.
Your hat's pointy. That's
your hat's pointy. There you go, man.
But I've had this conversation with most with black people about how you discipline a child as a kid. Like, hey, you need to whoop your kid because if you whoop them, they're gonna grow up and be better people. I said, I'm number 8 of 11 kids. All of us got the same ass whooping. I got a murderer in my family. Wow. I got a career criminal. Damn. But hey, I went out and I did good for myself. My brother went. Jeff, like you said, it might be a DNA mental thing where that person, just who they are. It's just who they are, bro.
Think of how smart people are too. There are kids that are geniuses as kids, and they're you watch them. There's the first kid, the second kid. Somehow the second kid is faster and smarter and retains more and knows directions and stuff like that. Sometimes that's just DNA, man. And evil,
their makeup, just who they are.
Evil. They're our brains. There are defects in our brains, and sometimes they show that there's a defect in certain areas of the brain that cause you not to care as much or cause you to flip out faster. That's why every athlete, when he suffers a concussion, they're going, oh, well, he wound up beating somebody because of the concussions. So you can actually affect an area of your brain that will make you more violent and more likely to kill somebody. So why can't you be born like that?
That's a great point, man. And I believe, and I'm not a sports guy, I say that all the time. Didn't Aaron Hernandez have something like that with him?
Yeah, his brain was cloudy, but the fact was this dude suffered a lot because this is what happened. He was in the closet, and being a professional athlete in the closet is tough because could you imagine lying to yourself 24/7 and knowing that your whole, it's like actors too who can't come out of the closet because their whole careers are based on it, and it's got to cause you a lot of grief and a lot of
dissatisfaction. I did not know that about him.
Yeah,
is that why he killed his friend?
He was in prison. He had a boyfriend in prison. He had a bunch of issues when it came to that.
Yeah,
I know he killed his friend, right?
It'd be crazy if he walked out this closet right now. Get it in the closet.
Oh my gosh! Oh my God!
You laugh right now. That closet door open up. We wouldn't feel bad for you.
Hey, but you know what we also love?
Some dude with a blow dart with Benadryl. I ain't gonna feel bad for you.
That's funny. You know what I noticed? Speaking of true crime that we also love in America, we love to see the story of somebody who's reached certain successful heights.
We love the celebrity downfall.
We love watching them fall.
We love it, bro.
We celebrity downfall. Oh, we love it, bro.
We eat it up.
Hey, you know what's screwed up? When my last company was killing it, we sponsored Raw, and my partner Matt was in the ring, and I'm on the turnbuckle, and I look back, and this is at the center, and I'm looking around, and there's like 10, 20,000 people at Raw, and I look back, I said, "Oh, this is the point where somebody knocks me right down right here."
Yep.
Know when you're up there, and somebody's going to kick you down, and it came fast, dude. I want you to know my tumble fell fast, and that's just natural. People love to watch you fall.
They
more than
love to
watch
root you
rise.
on, but once you get there and you about to fall from grace, they love it. Eat it up, man.
Because they're jealous. People are jealous. They get mad. Why is he up there? He should be down here with me, or below me. And that's I tell people all the time. You don't care when you're at the back of the line as long as somebody's behind you.
That's correct. Talk about it.
Yeah.
There would not be. Think about it. There would be no TMZ if we didn't.
Oof.
If we didn't want to see bad news on a celebrity, there'd be no TMZ right now, y'all.
Oh, there was Current Affair before them. We've always had.
Yeah, Current Affair was that.
Current
show.
You
remember 60 Minutes? 60 Minutes. We think that's
yeah.
legit. They hang out in parking lots and wait for guys to walk to their car.
That show, but TMZ took it to a whole new level.
But
TMZ,
now they're legit.
Hey, TMZ be a baggage claim.
Yes,
you know
bro.
Baggage claim, like, hey, so what do you feel about the like? How did
and here is the thing that TMZ learned that makes them work. They learned that American greed is always going to win. So now they have every major hotel, 5-star in LA, every baggage claim person that works at the airport, every fine dining. They paid everybody off, Ken, so they know if something happens, record it, and they know who to call. Yeah. There's people who work at the airport who will call TMZ, hey, this person's here.
Remember the Johnny Depp trial? Come on. How great was that when they said, well, how did, I called them. You found out she called them to have them show up at her hearing.
Yep.
You're talking legitimate actors going, hey, listen, let's call TMZ and have them. And
how crazy is that?
And they're so used to it that, of course,
and TMZ used to be one of those things people shunned, like, ooh, TMZ. Yeah. Now it's normal.
The Inquirer used to be the same way too until the Inquirer showed how Belushi got killed.
Yeah,
yep.
Remember they were the first one to report on John Belushi. Overdosing. They had the first one had pictures.
Yeah. Only thing about the Inquirer is, but they be like, hey man, this kid had babies with a bat. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's under the Inquirer. You be like, wait, what?
And there's some bat like he ain't paid no bill.
He ain't paying no child support. Using his sonar. I find you.
All right, man. Before we go, we got about a minute and a half left. Definitely a damn good show. Thank you guys for all listening out there. I want to give you gentlemen also on the show, Ken and Jeff. Tell everybody where you guys going to be this weekend so they can definitely follow you.
My man, I got nothing this weekend. My baby girl turning 19. So
hey, happy birthday.
Hang out with my baby, man. Hopefully I can get Junior to hang out too. He always working or hanging out with his dweeb friends.
Oh, online.
Online. talking on the headset. Like, go to the club. Go shoplift.
Kids don't do that. No,
they
man.
They don't do nothing, bro. I said, I told my son, I let Jeff go. I told my son, I said, bro, in 20 years, you need to have you remember when?
Yes.
And I said, y'all don't have that.
They don't go outside.
Y'all don't have a remember when. I said, bro, I got a million remember wins. I want you to have some remember wins, kid.
Yes. He ain't gonna do that. No, not gonna do it. Jeff, what are you gonna be doing, sir?
Well, I got the Under Oath podcast on Saturday, which is great. Like usual, it's on broadcast on 104.1. Also, I just got paged. It looks like I'm going to Key West. I'm doing James John security now to keep them girls away from him.
The girls,
I got to keep them girls from kissing him on the mouth. That's not my job now. I'm on retainer.
Your lips.
Got it.
Yourself.
The 25 years, these lips are for me.
That's right. And what Jeff's talking about this weekend, I'm going to be at the Key West Comedy Club, y'all. It's going to be a good time, owned by my good friend Tom Dustin. If you're in the area, I'm doing Wednesday through Saturday. So y'all come out there and hang out with the kid, man. It'd be nice to see everybody down there. I love Key West, by the way.
I do. And hey, let me tell you something, bro. It's an amazing club. If you ain't even there and you know somebody that live in Key West, just tell them to come. The club is ran by 2 comedians.
Yes.
And they know how to run a Tom Dustin, who used to be that guy in Boston.
Yes,
they know how to run a club, man. It's just a great venue, dude. Please, y'all, if y'all know somebody in Key West, send them that way, man, because it's an amazing venue. That's real talk.
Thank y'all. Appreciate you guys listening to Real Labs tonight. On behalf of myself, James, Jeff Batman Kaufman, and Ken Miller, we'll see you guys tomorrow. But Ken, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed. And Diddy, don't kill yourself, bro.
We out.